Hey, it's Chef Evelyn, and I am back with another video. And listen, as promised, I told you you're going to be getting these extra videos for the month of September. I affectionately like to call it Chef Timber. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to avoid burnout in your culinary business, because this is super important. Now, listen, if you don't know, if you've been missing all the videos from this month, you need to know that on September the 26th, which is on Monday, September the 26th, from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be hosting a workshop called From Corporate to Culinary, and it's all about what do you need to do to replace and or exceed your current or previous corporate salary with your current culinary business. We're going to be talking about how to create a step-by-step exit plan specifically for you and your lifestyle and your needs so that you can get on a path to being in your culinary business full-time. We're going to be talking about what you need in your business to make what changes you need to make in your business to make sure that once you leave, you can consistently bring in the kind of income that you desire. We're also going to be making sure that you have the right business model that will allow you to bring in that kind of income. And we're going to be doing so much more. So if you haven't already grabbed your spot, head on over to fromcorporatetoculinary.com. And there are two options. You can just get the workshop option and you can do that. But if you're a woman like me, you love an enhanced experience. You love a VIP experience. So there's also an option to get the workshop plus a 90-minute call one-on-one with me so we can work through your plan and your business together. Okay, so listen, I hope to see you there. Grab your spot. All right, listen, don't say I never offered you nothing, because I do, because I care. But let's get right into today's video. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to avoid burnout in your culinary business, right? And I want to say this, it's never too late to avoid the 70-hour culinary work week, right? Okay, because we know that very often, the culinary industry, the food service industry is known to be very labor intensive, very time demanding on your time, exhausting, burnout, all kind of stuff. And this video is all about like how to avoid that, right? So I kind of want to have a heart to heart. Okay. Right now, you've been Google searching. Maybe that's how you've landed on my channel. Okay. No shame there. And asking around how much you should charge for your culinary services, right? Every time you get a new inquiry, you're like, how much do I charge for this? How much should I charge for that, right? You're following the advice about all of this random advice from, people telling you to post on social media 3 times a day, run ads, all this about how to market your culinary business and get more clients, right? You just am not getting this advice from somebody with a culinary background. Right now, it's important for you to build a successful culinary business, because I know that you can't see yourself staying in your corporate job another 5, 10, 15, 20 years, right? Like take however old you are right now and subtract it from 65 and ask yourself, am I willing to stay in my corporate job that many more years? And if the answer is absolutely not, listen, you need to come to the workshop, right? Because just the thought of being there another decade stresses you out and probably almost brings you to tears, right? Let me know in the comments below if you're like, Evelyn, I can't even imagine staying there that long, right? And these wouldn't be just tears because you're not passionate about your job. Like your job is fine, right? Some days, they can do what they need to do with the business, but most days it's fine. But it also would be tears of like defeat because, you went to culinary school, you started this business, and you had this belief that at some point you were going to be fully in your corporate business. And so I want to say this, there's when you come to my programs, whether it's going to be the corporate to culinary workshop or whether you've been curious about the chef's table experience, right? Or when we have on a one-on-one call, the thing that's on the other side of that is time freedom, because that's what you really want. You want to work when you want to work. You want to be able to take vacation when you want to take vacation and not be like, I've only got 3 or 4 weeks out of 52 weeks in a year, that's not even 10% to take vacation, right? And listen, I get it. For a lot of people, that corporate paycheck is sexy. It feels stable. It may not be stable, but it feels stable, right? You're definitely well past, the age of struggling to pay for your rent or your mortgage, right? And that's fine. Like we're past, fresh out of college, right? But the thing you may be struggling with, which is what most people are struggling with, is what actually works for your business. Yes, you're getting clients, but maybe not consistently. Or maybe you're getting consistent clients, but it's like not at the price point that worked for you. And so you're working, but you're exhausted, right? And so you're struggling to manage it all. You need control over, you want control over your time, your life, your schedule. And when you were in culinary school, if you went to culinary school, you already knew that the whole 70, 80, 90 hour work week in a restaurant or a hotel wasn't going to be your fate. You were like, that is not the life for me, right? You knew that you wanted the freedom to choose your specialty, the kind of culinary cuisine that you're going to be doing. You wanted the freedom to choose your business model. Do you want to teach cooking classes? Do you want to do dinner parties? Do you want to do private dining? Do you want to do events? Whatever the case may be, right? You wanted the freedom to choose what you do in a day and the freedom to choose who you work with, right? And you want all of this while having a business where you can maintain the financial freedom that you've built from having your corporate job, right? But you want the flexibility of being your own boss and running your own business, right? And so this is very possible. This is not a pipe dream. This is not something that's outside of your grasp, right? But it's only possible if you make the necessary changes to your business. You can't keep doing the same things expecting a different result, right? And I know people say that all the time, but it's like what you know to this point has gotten you to this point, right? And it's what you don't know that will get you to the next point, right? One of my favorite quotes is, if you want a different result, you've either got to do things differently or do different things. And it's usually a combination of both, right? And so here's the thing. If you make the necessary changes, you can have that freedom and avoid that burnout that I know that you desire. You want this business that maintains your standard of living, opens up the glass ceiling on how much you can earn. And so here's the thing. You're going to have to let go of operating your business like a side hustle. And I know you probably don't think that that's what you're doing, but that's what you're going to have to let go of. And I want you to stop operating like the business owner, and running your business like the company that it is, right? And so I know in my heart, you're not the kind of person who's rushing into failure. You're going to take your time and you're going to do it right? Because if you build it slow, it will grow. If you build it fast, it won't last, okay? Lock that in. And if I'm right about you, you're the kind of person that understands that, you're going to have to commit a significant level of time. This is not something that you've done before, right? So I will say this. I can't stop you from digging deeper into that hustle mentality, right? I wish I could, but that is your choice, right? You could lean into that. You could lean into 70, 80 hour work weeks that plague so many people. You could work 60, 70 hours in your job and then try to spend another 20 hours a week in your culinary business. But at the end of the day, you're missing out on the life that you promised yourself you would have once you got your business up and running. There's a picture of what you thought your life would look like if you started your business, and it does not currently look like that. If it did, you wouldn't be watching this video, right? So you have choices. You always have choices. And I'm never going to tell you which choice is right or wrong. I'm going to say, here are your options. So here's option A. You can stay in that job that you don't really love, and you can keep doing what you're doing at the rate that you're doing it, and you will keep getting the same experience. And that is a choice. And that is neither a bad choice or a good choice or a right choice or a wrong choice. It is simply a choice. Some people go, you know what? I don't want this culinary business that bad. Okay. I just want to stay right here. I know what I got going on right here, and I'm going to stay here. And that's fine. And if that's you, wonderful. This probably is not the channel for you, though. We love you. You can continue to watch, right? But you know, you can stay in the job you hate. You can continue to get the meetings that could have been an email, the passive aggressive coworkers, the people that you would have never been friends with outside of work, right? And you can keep taking vacations and trying to vacation it away, but the vacation never feels like enough, right? And so here's the thing, you've already done that for long enough. So this video is for the people who are like, I've already done that and it's not working. I keep doing the same thing and it's not working. And you're like, this time you want to make a different choice, right? And you want to choose what you really want. And so if you want to take the first step towards that choice, then I expect to see you at the workshop, right? Like if you're like, I'm ready to go, I need to get on a path to go, then I expect to see you at the workshop. So make sure you go to FromCorporateToCulinary.com. And if this is you, if you resonated with this, you need to get the VIP experience so we can have a 90-minute strategy session on what really needs to happen to get you up out of that job. So listen, thank you for tuning into this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.